So today we have a very special guest. We have Lanard's design director, Blake No. And he's actually coming here in the first response helicopter. Okay, well, this isn't really Blake. But, I mean, he really does look like him, right? This is actually the 2013 Corps Total Soldier Boulder. And he's in the first response helicopter. Boulder here, he actually comes to us from the Total Soldier line, just like about half of the characters in the Corps Elite. So let's take a look at Boulder version 2. This is the 2013 Corps Total Soldier Boulder version 2 and the 2015 Corps Elite First Response Helicopter. Boulder version 2 came out in the previous version of the Corps, Total Soldier. Before Total Soldier, his first appearance was in the New Recruits. In the New Recruits, he sported a blue armor, but he still has all the same weapons. I'm not sure when the First Response Helicopter first came out, but I did find one blue one for sale on eBay, and it came with the New Recruits Jump. That one and the Elite version of the First Response Helicopter are stamped 2001. But knowing Lanard, this stamp could mean anything. The 2001 stamp is on the side of the helicopter. But on the blue version of the helicopter, it's on the landing skid. And the landing skid can come from any other vehicle. Since the 2001 stamp is on the actual body of the helicopter, we're going to have to say that the first time we saw this helicopter was in 2001. And that's going back all the way to the vintage line. Boulder version 2 came in a variety of ways during the Corps Elite. One of those ways was in the Curse's Flying Fortress. He came on top of this tower that looks like it belongs to the Curse. He also came as a pilot for the First Response Helicopter and in a solo pack, just to name a few. First, we'll take a look at the features of the helicopter. The helicopter's blades spin real freely. On one of the blades it says Elite. There is a gun in front that moves up and down, left to right, and even at a slant. And that's because it's on a ball joint. In the cockpit we do see that there is this control stick and it moves left to right. Some detail on the seat. And then there's these separate pieces that are wings. And the side wings can come off. Has two missiles, but they're molded right on. Now on the back of the helicopter we do have the engine with the exhaust that actually looks like some kind of a rocket with these fins here. Then we do have a little bit more detail right here, and then we have the back blade that also spins. Kind of has these little pegs hanging out. Underneath this helicopter we do have this front piece right here. I'm not sure exactly what that is. And then we do have two sets of wheels, except for they're molded on so they don't roll. We also have the missiles that can come right off. If you have Boulder holding onto the gun and the control stick, he actually looks very awkward, almost like he's doing something else. I definitely don't think that was a very good idea. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at Boulder. So if you got Boulder with the First Response Helicopter, that's all you get. But if you get him any other way, you do get two items with him. We get this shotgun. It kind of looks like a sawed-off shotgun. It's a pretty neat weapon. Boulder also came with a nightstick. You can see all the detail on the handle. Some grip there. And Boulder actually comes with a wearable weapons feature. So we can put the nightstick right here and the shotgun on this side. Now we'll take a look at Boulder's articulation. It comes with a swivel neck so you can look left to right. His arms go up about that far up. And they could kind of go up and around. You just have to go around the armor parts and Move him just like that. He does have a bend at the bicep, and his arm can swivel all the way around, but it is kind of hindered by that elbow pad, because it can go up about that far, and he has a bend at the knee. Boulder also has a swivel at the hips. Now we'll take a look at Boulder's features. Boulder has a buzzed haircut, and he has a 5 o'clock shadow. He does have this tall collar, kind of reminds me of the Buck's bio suits. And he does have this armor padding, his shoulder pads. His sleeves are rolled up, and he has elbow pads. That's on both arms. He's also wearing gloves. Going back to the front, it looks like he has some pouches right here, a strap that goes all the way back. Then on this side he has another strap and another set of pouches, but they're not as clear as these ones. The front of his armor also does have some blemishes on it, right from doing battle. His belt has a B on it. I'm sure that's for Boulder. And it also has a bunch of pouches going all the way around. And then there's this right here. I don't know what that is, a water canteen or some kind of a grenade. He has a pouch for his loop. Coming down his legs, he does have straps and some kind of a pad on this side. On the other side, he has the straps that hold on to the holster for the shotgun. Going down his legs, his pants are bloused, and he does have knee pads, and he's wearing some futuristic boots that look like they're steel toes. The mold for Boulder is from 2010. The Boulder that came with the first response helicopter actually came with a biotag. I really wish that the other figures came with this. The biotag, of course, comes with this little ring here, maybe for a keychain or something. And we'll go off of the biotag. Name, Connor Boulder Braddock. Nation, German. Skills, military tech development, application of new technology. Status, covert command tech developer. The back of the biotag has mission specialties. Willingness to take on new challenges no matter what cost is required for success. Crucial to the core mission, always to figure out a plan in a tight spot. His highly advanced tech abilities allow the creation of useful gadgets on specific mission ops, while in the field with whatever he can scrounge up. And now we'll take a look at Boulder's bio, and we can see his bio the same place we could find the other core figures, thecorehq.com. Codename Boulder. Real name Connor Braddock. He is part of the Covert Command Specialized Deep Covert Unit. Primary skills, military tech development, tech applications. Connor Braddock was born in a quiet part of Bamberg, Germany. He was truly a prodigy, just like his father, who was a world-renowned biochemist. His father encouraged him at a young age to use his genius to help others. He also introduced him to martial arts in hope that it would help him center his mind and body. After graduating top of his class at MIT, he went on to create his own tech company. His company would go on to design many pivotal inventions that set in motion a new revolution in mechanical design. His most recent obsession revolved around finding a way to use nanotechnology to save lives. When he finally figured out how to program nanobots to target cancer cells and replace the damaged tissue, it was thought that it would be a revolution in healthcare. Just before his invention went public, his research was stolen by plague. The curse corrupted his work to create the nanites that would turn their soldiers into super soldiers. Furious that his invention had been corrupted, he joined the Corps to help them develop technology to stop the Curse army once and for all. The designs he created for the Curse made it possible for them to finally turn the table against the overwhelming Curse army. The first response helicopter is a fun little vehicle, and for $5 at Walmart, you can't beat it. I'm not a fan of the low profile or that the wheels don't move, but I do like that it has handles for the guns. Boulder is an okay figure. I'm not really into his armor or in the way that his legs are positioned. He's like a top-heavy triangle. I get that he's supposed to be an inventor, like Lanard's design director, But an inventor doesn't need to have that kind of armor, shotgun, or a nightstick. If he had Buckshot's revolver, now we'd be talking. He'd be like Doc Brown, but the armor's gotta go. I know people love the armor for customizing. I personally really dislike it. Although Cho and Ogre look and have medieval names, Boulder is sculpted like a medieval figure. Maybe if he had a backpack with inventing goodies, he would be higher up on my list. I mean, it just makes sense that this guy was probably originally made to be the security guy. But he really does look like Lanard's design director, and that's why I think that he was made into an inventor. For all the Boulder lovers out there, he will be making a return in the next series of the Core in his Total Soldier gear. I hope you enjoyed my review of the 2013 Core Total Soldier Boulder version 2, and stay tuned as next time we dive into the Core's veteran diver, Gills. We also have the two missiles that can come right off. He was truly a prodigy, just like his father, who was the he was truly a prodigy, just like his father. He was truly a prodigy, just like his father, who was a German renowned by